Hello, everyone. How are we today? Let's have a look at saying hello to all the people. There's so many in here already. It's wonderful. Who we got? Angie, my darling. Ashley, Renee, Evelyn. Yes, you go let Riggs out. That's all right. He's probably in need of some attention. Yvonne, you're still awake. I think you need to go to bed, girl. Louise, Marilyn, Beth, hello. Elizabeth, hello. Where else are we going? Catherine, hello, hello. Terralyn. Shh, no, show's about to start. That's right. Shh. Melissa, hello. All right, so while we're getting ready, I thought I'm going to do a hug first because I was like, I need to film it. And then I went, I'm just going to do it on here because that way it saves me doing two videos. Okay, so we're going to do a quick flip through where we've gotten because we're over the halfway point. So we did my good old little Sully. And then we've got, this has been a controversy about who it is. You know, Superman, and I reckon it's Catwoman. Some people say Batman. It's a bit of a controversy, that one, about who it is. Then we've got, I'm like so behind Renee. I was like, I'm going to have all of these pre-recorded. Yeah, no. And then we've got our Goblin the Trolls. And then we've got our ballet person, like a dancer. That's the word I'm looking for. Hubby says Batgirl. There you go. And then we've got our wizard, sorcerer, and sorceress. And then our jesters. And then we've got Father Time and Baby New Year. And Pinocchio. And our witches. Yeah, well, that's kind of it. I think. And the claws on the hand seemed feminine. That was my thought. Where are we going? We've got our trees. I love this one. Our knights. I think this is one I actually picked. I don't know. I can't remember who picked what. Then we've got, still got a taggy tag on this. We've got our Belle and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast. And then Little Bluebird. This one's so cute. Thumbelina. Oh, look, I still got the tag on this one too. There's our platypus. And someone reminded me that I didn't actually mention what a baby platypus is called, or a baby echidna, and they're called puggles. I was trying to, all of the facts that I was giving, I'd forgotten that the cutest one out is that they're called puggles. Then we've got our Persian, thingy. Thor. Words hard. I like this page because look, it's just so shiny. I went a little bit crazy with the gel pen on that one. So yesterday's was Thor. Used to have a Puggle stuffed toy. Oh, so cute. And then we're working on this one today, which won't take long. And this one, it just reminds me of me and my dad. So this one I'm going to color kind of in the tones of me and my dad, except for my dad has more hair than that. But that is kind of where we're going to go with it. So I went looking for it, but the photo must be downstairs. I have a photo of when I married my dad when I was like 3 years old because I wanted to get married. And so my dad and I got married in the yard, and I was wearing a handkerchief over my head as my veil. And it's just the most treasured photo I have. And I remember being a teenager, like if you could take back some of the things that you do as a teenager, this is one of them. I got angry with him once as a teenager and I ripped the photo up. And luckily it was a copy of the original. And I think I broke my dad's heart that day. And like, you sit there and go, if you could take back some things that you do when you're a teenager, it would be incredible to be able to do that, because that one sticks out as just something, regrets. So this is 13. Yeah, those regrets that you have sometimes, that you do when you're in the angry. And I remember telling my mum one day that I hated her when I was like 14. And you just sit there and, like, I've got I love my parents. I love my all four of my parents. My dad, my mum, my stepdad, and my stepmum. I'm very blessed. That's what I tell people. I'm very blessed. I actually have four wonderful parents, not just two. Yeah, you went the wizard hug. Yeah. I did a bit of gel pen on the wizard one too, I think. Where's that? Yeah, there's a little bit of gel pen on that one too. I went a little bit crazy on that one. And all right, going to come in with 114. I've just got to remember to write these down. So this is 100 hugs. So Elizabeth, we're doing, it's not a colouring book. So it's just a book of illustrations by Chris Riddell. And Shell, Ashley, Angie and I are doing 30. So a hug a day in September. And Renee's being extra crazy and doing all 100. And it's just every year he releases a new one. I think the latest one is about art or something. And it's just a book of little quotes and hugs. And they're just small, and we've been doing that. And you're like, yeah, we can do this one a day. And then, life takes over and you're like, oh my gosh. And then you're like, oh, wait up, I got to do this. And it is. I just wish it was on good paper. Like, I wish he would bring his illustrations out on like good paper, because this is cheap book, like, reading book paper. So it can't take anything wet. It struggles with gel pen even. It's definitely needs to be treated with some tender care. This one is 70. But I love this image. Just, yeah. This is definitely my dad. My dad and I. Yeah, the paper is absolutely horrid. And I had to rub out today from doing Thor yesterday. All of the ink from this page had transferred onto this. So luckily it come off with an eraser. But it was... I'm like, why does it look so fun? And then I realized it was all ink transfer. But it's a cheap little book and it's so cute. Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same, Marilyn. Like, if it wasn't for the fact that we're doing it as our hashtag, I think. But what I'm going to do once I've done mine is I'm going to give it to the girls, and I want them to colour in some, so that. Thank you, Ashley. Thanks. I knew that it was something to do with art. I want to get the girls to colour a few in there as well, so that it becomes basically a family book of hugs. I do have I do. thank you for reminding me. I do actually have a lot of I've got a piece of cardstock that I'm using between them, but it's still transferred. I don't know why. Maybe I forgot yesterday to put the blotter page behind, which wouldn't surprise me. What am I doing? Dad is tanned. Like, my dad was always super tanned. He was always outside doing stuff. So it's trying to give him a bit of a tan. No, Minnie, hi. G'day. No, it definitely wasn't meant to be a colouring book. We should bombard him with polite. Yeah, I think we should bombard him with polite suggestions to bring it out as a colouring book. That would be awesome. 69. I don't want to give him bald head. My dad doesn't have a bald head. He's in his 70s and he doesn't even have a bald head. Anyway. My dad, some people have seen photos of my dad. My dad is an extremely good-looking man, even at 70. He is... He's a force to be reckoned with, my father. I better get her hand before I forget that. He, because he's always been a worker and all of that kind of stuff. He's built like, even at 70, he's still built like he would break you in half. And he hasn't been able to work out for a while because of age and back and stuff. But he's definitely a amazing man. I'm just glad I don't make him angry. I'm just going to see if this can focus in a little bit. But a sweet man too, if that makes sense. All right, I'm going to come in with 98. And he's got no tan lines because he lives out on a property and they tend not to wear much when they're working outside. So just longs and shorts. So he's pretty good. All right, 93. So when I was doing the platypus one, I was talking about have my dad out at his property because he's got 25 acres, and it backs onto the straight forest and a creek and stuff like that. So there's billabongs and everything there. So there was a resident platypus for a while, and occasionally you'd see him scurrying on the bank. And coming in with 114. Yeah, maybe seeing us all with the tags, it'd be good, wouldn't it? But it's hard finding him on Instagram. I don't think he actually has his own Instagram account. Because I went looking. All right, and then back in with 69. Oh, yes, he does? Oh, I don't know. I must have missed it. That's all right. That happens. All right. Now, my dad and I are both blondes. Well, we were. He's now white, and I'm going there. So I'm coming in with that 69 as a base layer. Oh, I went to the, it's underscore. Yeah, I just couldn't find him. All right. And this one is 93. Thanks for that, Angie. Let's go in with 117. Good day, Jim. How's it going? Sorry, I had a pencil in my mouth. Hello, Sarah. Sarah, I'm actually going to be able to come to your stream today. You're streaming today? I don't have anything on. I need to go out and visit my dad later, but I'm like, I get to visit. I don't have Sunday rehearsals or anything anymore. It's like, woo! Hey, Shannon. Oh, thanks, Angie. Yeah, it just definitely reminded me of my dad. And I love that man. Oh, well, I need to do something just to separate the skin. So I'm going to make him a little bit more tanned. The joys of being blonde and tanned, it all melds into one. It might have to be a darker blonde. I might come in with a bit of white, actually. Okay. I mean, he's designed to be a bald man, and I don't want him as a bald man, so I'm trying to fix that. Yeah, it was. I think it was my pick. I'm pretty certain this one was my pick. But yeah, I'm just very thankful. Brian, good day, good day. Bald is beautiful. Absolutely. I have no problem with a bald head. I think it's great, but my dad's not bald. And I didn't just swipe that page with my hand. Evelyn's still out with Reeks. You might not have seen it. All right. But I like bald with a beard. Yeah. Great look. All right. I'm going to. So my dad, always growing up, wore, if you're a blue collar worker, you'll know what I mean. But you know, the blue business shirts that men wore in the 80s and stuff like that. And so he had them, but he would tear the sleeves off. Obviously, I can't tear the sleeves off this one. But it was that light, faded blue color. Always wore that. I think he still does. Occasionally I go out and see him with a faded blue business thing. And with the sleeves torn off because, you know, we live in Queensland. If you're working outside, you want to have as little on as possible. And, well, you should be wearing lots of sunscreen. Thankfully, skin cancers aren't a big thing in my family, so which is good. So I'm going to try and replicate the look of that blue shirt. Shannon, like bald and broke. Follically challenged. That's funny. Um, but I have noticed that blondes tend to not go as bald as darker haired people do, which is an interesting thing considering that blondes are generally have finer hair than those with dark hair. Oh, Jason, I'd just like to see Jason Momoa. All right. Have I written these down? 38. And this one is 35. Back in my younger days, I used to do axe cutting and all of that. And and every time I see him throw an axe, I'm like, oh, we could have fun with that. Decent Momoa. What I think I think it's the same as why I like Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. One, you know, they're islanders and those guys are just born hot. But two, they're both good men who love their wives, love their family. They're just good men. And I think that's what makes them more attractive, if that makes sense. It's not just the fact that they're hot. It's just that they're good people as well. And that makes them incredibly more attractive. Like there's nothing not attractive as in, sexually attractive, but there's nothing more attractive than a man that loves his wife. Um, I think that and openly, admittingly, just adores his his wife. I find that just the most amazing thing to witness and be part of and to see. Yeah, nothing looks better on a man than commitment, and it is. It's like I used to get it before. Obviously, my ex-husband, and I, we had grief and a whole lot of things that affected our marriage. But I'd get told by people that they just they loved seeing how much it was clear that my husband loved me, um, and it's that there's something about it. All right, we're going to go in with 48. Oh, tattooed. Add a tattoo on and be good. I'm trying to convince my dad to get a matching tattoo with me. At 70, it's about time. But he keeps saying yeah, but he won't come through. Yeah, that's exactly it, Brian. And I think it's just a magical thing. I still sit there every time I watch The Notebook. I sit there and think maybe one day, but then I've got my own flaws and issues, so we won't. 119. Oh, and like it's so funny, like with when you're looking at Hugh Jackman. So his Deborah Lee Furness, his wife. So she is much older than him. I think she's like 10 or so years older than him. And when he married her in Australia, she was like, the hot chick. She was like the TV star, movie actress that everyone wanted to be with. And so when Hugh Jackman married her, everyone was just like, oh, she's just, he's marrying her because like she's sexy and popular and hot and all of that kind of stuff and all of that things. And then obviously, Hugh become Hugh into the rest of the world, but still totally adores his wife. Like, oh my gosh, they're pathetic at how sweet they are. Well, not pathetic, but you know what I mean. Just chatting about Dirty Dancing today. Yeah. Oh yeah, Brian, and from the or the kiss in the lake, like from The Notebook. You got to do that in the rain. I can see it happening. I can see, I can just see Shannon saying, "Put me down, you oaf, you idiot." Oh. I'm sure it'll be the time of my life watching you you lifting Shannon. Oh gosh, now I'm giggling at the thought. Oh, hilarious. I'm just more giggling at the thought of Shannon and her response, if you even tried. That's more what I was going to say, Shannon. Let's stick with colours we've got. Let's go 93. We can have some brown boots. I'm just like... It was like I went to go get chicken layer pallets yesterday. And the guy in the pet store was like, oh, I can take it out to your car if you like. And I just looked at him and I'm like, I'm right, thanks, mate. I'm like, this is like a 10-kilo bag of chook pellets. I'm thinking, I just did a play where I was lifting up 40, 50-kilo women. And I'm like, I think I can carry a bag of chook food. But thanks. I don't know. I don't know how. I'm nervous to try anything with any kind. I don't know, Marilyn. I really don't. Could give it a go, but I am not sure. Actually, I'm going to be working on oil pastels. Well, I say this week. I've got to drive 14 hours up north for a wedding. And I haven't even thought about packing or getting ready, and I'm putting it off. And I'm like, I need to get my life sorted. I need to get the car organized, go do the tires, check the oil, all of that kind of stuff. And I'm like, I totally need to get myself sorted. Because I am in no way, shape, or form ready to travel. Can be less organized, and I'm not a person that's not. I'm always the organized person. I'm usually like packed 3 days before. All of that kind of stuff, and yeah, not at the moment. Yeah, it is a long way, and I do it in one hit. I don't want to stay anywhere this time round, so I'll drive it in one day. And then a week later, I turn around and drive back. It's like, yeah, man. All right. Okay, I'm trying to remember what I was wearing. I think I was wearing yellow. Hello, Winchester. How you doing? Hey, how you doing? Hey, you want to come over and say hello to everyone? Hey, you coming over? Yeah, you're going to come over and say hello? Hey? All right. Hold on. I'm going to come back out so you can see the Winchester. My boy that is growing up way too big. Melissa, what are you doing? Say hey. Hey. It's like hello. There he is. Look how big he's getting. He got a fat bum. Hey. Oh. All right, let's come back in now. Oh, please don't ruin my papers. I've got a colour on that in a second and a whole lot of other things. So stay off the books and stay off the pencil case, child. All right. Oh, thank you for dropping my whole packet of pencils there and my sketchbook. There goes all my graphite pencils. Oh. Excellent. Thank you for that, Winchester. You're so kind to have done that and dropped that everywhere. Hopefully I haven't broken all the cores. Okay. Let's come in with 90. Marie. Hey, Wen, how's it going? So I'm going to be in yellow. I can't put the handkerchief over my head, but I don't care. I'm still going to try my best. And we've got 49. But it is still one of my favorite images. Like, it's just one of those images that I will treasure for a lifetime, of my dad and I. When I got married, I had to ask my dad for a divorce so that, well, when I got married to my husband, I was like, Dad, I think we need to divorce. All right, let's give her some Mary Janes. Yeah. Elizabeth, it's the ongoing thing of, I like having him around, and I usually I try not to have things so he can jump on them and knock them off, but that one, I was sketching this before I started the stream, and I just put them to the side and didn't put them away properly, so that is my fault. All right. Well, I think that's done. That was pretty quick, hey? That was pretty quick and painless. Yeah, Daddy's girl. Get a piece of lace ribbon. I should do that. You're right. I'm like, do I have any? Hold on. Yeah. Let's go for the ribbon tub. Oh, see, look at this. I'll bring it out. Just the ribbon tub. Oh gosh. Do have a nice bit of white. This would be nice, actually. It's like a white chiffony kind of thing. Hold on. All right, scissors. Oh, where did that go? I just cut that. Oh, there we go. All right. We're getting crafty now. Aspie, you're up early. All right. All right. So I'm cutting it because I wore it kind of like a bandana kind of thing. And we can, let's see, need a little bit smaller. And kind of, ugh, this is going to be hilarious. Where's my glue? Where's my glue? Georgia, where did you put my glue? All right. Okay. Oh! You didn't see all of that. Luckily, the glue dries clear. Let's... Because I want to ruffle it up a little bit. Ugh. Me trying to do fancy finger work at 7 in the morning. This is funny. Okay, there we go. Just hold there for a bit. Hold there. Jamie! Hello! Maybe I should use double-sided tape because I'm too lazy to hold it here. I'll come back to that and fix that up. Should have used tacky glue. Come on, stick, stick, stick. All right, there we go. That'll do. I'll come back to that and fix that up later. We don't want to see me playing with glue after watching Shannon's pumpkins yesterday. I don't want to be another one throwing something across the room. I went back and watched that and I'm just like, hilarious. All right. So I'm going to do a little bit before we go in. I'm going to show off. This is the card I made. So my best friend, one of my best friends is getting married next weekend. That's what I'm going up for. So I'm like, I wanted, because they're just having, you know, the wishing well thing, because they're old. We're old. You don't need to do that, Angie. So I've made a card, and so this is the card I've made. She doesn't watch these videos, so I'm not worried about showing it. And it's a pop out card, and all of these little bits here are taken from her invitation that she sent. So I cut up the invitation and I've added that to it, so it stands up like so. So it'll stand up, and she's having a photo booth at her wedding. So I figured all of these would be good places for her to add some of the little Polaroid photos. And then on the back, there's not much on the back, but on the back I haven't written the name there because I was going to show it. But I'll write there, and yeah. So I had a go at doing that. It was like trying to figure out the balance between putting some stuff on and then making it look nice. I don't know. But yeah, so I did that, and hopefully she will like it. And then I had to make, obviously, the box for it to go in. Yes. So that is one of the things I've been doing, playing. All right, now let's get on to actually colouring today, hey? That'd be good. Well, what I was going to do. All right, so we're going to do Hannah Lynn. And I'm doing it in markers because I've got to travel and I want to actually get some pages done. Apart from the hugs, I haven't been too successful in doing much the last couple of weeks. Oh, it took so much time, Shannon. It's like, oh, and measuring. I was like, an effort. And I'm like, ugh, so much effort. All right, so we're doing 4 superheroes. I'm doing the medical field. You know, I was tossing between whether I was going to do the police officer or the nurse doctor. And they both need, you know, they are our real superheroes. Anyone in the public service that gives back to and all of that are superheroes. So I figured oh, thanks, Elizabeth. I just hope she likes it. You know, I tried. That's the main thing. We won't talk about how much it cost me to, because, you know, I'd go in to buy cardstock and walk out $100 later on stuff I didn't need. But that's okay. All right, so we're going to work with alcohol markers for this. So I've just got a mixture here of Copics and whatever else may be. We're just going to work with that and hope for the best. I've got it on Spring Hill colour cover cardstock, so really smooth paper. Oh, thanks, Shannon. I hope so. I just figured that was a way I could still kind of give a gift without giving a gift, was my thought. I don't know. I have weird ideas sometimes. All right, let's go with that one. And that one. And sorry, I'm just working out what colours I'm going to use. And then, you know, talking of things that you do, I went on to get, you know, Caran d'Ache blenders from the art store a couple of days ago, and $500 later on Copics that I didn't actually buy many of. That we just said to it ever, yeah. Didn't need any of them, but hey, I went there and got them anyway. Yeah. And what's sad is, like, when you sit there and go, is that legit all I've got? So I've got here, where is my little checklisty thing? Oh, where'd you go? Oh, I don't even know. Oh, here. So I've got like all the different Copic chow sets, and because I've been buying things, so I'm like, I nearly bought out all of the Copic A's and the Copic B's because they were the ones that I had the most from, and that way I'm like, well, eventually I don't have the D and the C sets. I only have a couple of colors from, so I'm like, it would be more cost effective for me to just buy those sets at some point. But I went and bought all of the singles for those ones. And I'm like, yeah, that'd be what because I'm stupid. And because, yeah, I'm like, oh, rightio. Anyway, I'm going to get in and get started. We're going to start off with Milky White. And just start laying down some colour. Now, don't profess to be an expert when it comes to markers, so I'm just going to slap it down and hope that it turns out. So yes, so next week I will have some more Copics that still makes my collection really small, but you know, slowly. Then I've got to try and figure out what I'm going to wear to this wedding because, you know, me being on leave and still eating chocolate and not moving like I normally do. Yeah, finding something that fits is going to be interesting. All right, let's come in with 21, which is Soft Sun. So what's everyone's plans for the weekend? To be honest, I'm probably going to go after this. I'm going to lay back in bed and I'll check in with Sarah's stream. And if I disappear from it, it's because I've gone back to bed. I've fallen asleep, which tends to happen. I think that's what it is. I've been really quiet this week, just in myself and in general. Even my mum's like, I haven't heard from much. I think because just the intensity of all of the stuff from last week's performance and so forth. I was just like absolutely shattered and just needed to not people and just zone out and cut paper. That was I think what I was doing. Work this afternoon, nice. Yeah. See, I can't say anything about lockdown because we've only had like, you know, a few weeks of it the entire time. This one is 15 dark suntan. I just got to blame that I'm not active like I normally am. I'm not running around a classroom like I normally do. Oh, birthday nails, nice, and rehearsal. And then, yes, I know. How exciting for you that you've got rehearsals. Again, it's awesome. Must feel so good to be getting up and doing that. Actually, I've got to redo my nails before I go back up. Effort. I've got to wash. All of those things. Alright. Need a bit of colour in her skin. So I'm going to come in with 20 blush. We've had a bit of colour onto her cheeks. Alright, now I'm going to come back in with that E51. Sorry, half concentrating now. I will look up chat in a sec. Oh, Whittaker's. Love Whittaker's. Mind you, still Cadbury's girl. Right, you can be a lump all you want, Evelyn. What are you just being a lump for? You've just streamed. It takes it out of you. You lump away all you want. All right, hopefully as that begins to dry, it doesn't look too bad. You need to clean a catalog. Yeah, yeah. Crafting the craft room. Georgia comes in yesterday and I'm like rearranging my room, the craft trolley where all the tools are, and she's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I just rearranged." Gosh, didn't you just do that? And I went, "Yeah, but I'm doing it again." So this is grade lavender. I'm just coming in to add a little bit of shading, especially in those areas where there would be shadow. And then come back in with that milky white again. Yeah, the Copics do. That's the thing. Once you start with Copics, you realise just how like these are like Copic prismas. Copics are like alcohol marker prismas. They just smush in together. They work so differently to anything else. And now I'm ruined. I am ruined by it all. I'm just going to come in, and I wanted to have a bit of white there, so I'm just going to come in with Colourless Blender and just push away a bit of this colour. Just so I've got the white of the eye there. Yeah, I know, and it's like, oh, now I want them all, and I'm poor. You know, the joys of it all. All right. Just going to come back in with a little bit of that soft sun. Just to get this nose pretty right. I hate doing noses. She got a bit of a crooked nose, but that's all right. She can't be perfect. All right. Let's go with, I want to do something different. Let's go in with Mallow, which is V15. Yeah, she hates doing noses too because she doesn't draw them in. That's right. Just don't draw them in. And leave it up to us to make it look like she's got something there. All right, in with a bit of V17, which is Amethyst. Then, ooh, nice. What are we doing? Oh, we're making chili. I'm gonna come in with Violet. Now this has buggered my Violet. And then I forgot to order new nibs when I made my order. And then when I rung them like a couple of hours later to say, oh, I forgot this, they'd already sent out my order. I'm like, oh, when they're too efficient. That's all right. I think I'll get them at Office Works. And I overfilled this pencil this Copic to the max, trying to fix it. So that's all right. It's okay. I'm going to come in with Cool Grey 7. Just Run that across the top. Winchester, don't even think about it. You've already knocked stuff off. And come back in with that mallow. Yeah, I figured I'd do some kind of violet eye, something different. No. Stay off my computer, stay off my desk. You can come to my lap, that's it. Come in with some black. Back in with that mallow. Now I'm going to use, if I can find it, where to put it, the colourless blender to push out some of the colour. So in this highlight area. So, starting to come together now. I'm going to come in with Cool Grey 3. And then Cool Grey 1. And a little bit of that blush. Yeah. So expensive. A little bit of that blush. Back in with that Cool Grey 1. And then colourless blender. Oh, look. Yeah, I'm like, I felt like doing something different. All right, a little bit more in here. There we go. Yeah, and so every time I order, the reason why it's super expensive for me is every time I order one of these, I order a refill at the same time. So, and at the moment, I'm getting the ones that have the store that I get it from still have the old refills with the 25 mils in it. So I'm Working on that. All right. Let's do lips. Yeah, and come in with that blush. So next week I'll have about another, I think ended up with another 20 or so Copics, 20, 25 Copics. So I'll have more selections, but at the moment I'm just trying to work with what I got, and I'll pull in from my cheaper sets anyway if I need a particular color. This is Lipstick Natural EO4. You're back. I'm using the Spring Hill Color Cover super heavy cardstocky thing. Smooth like baby's butt. Just smooth. Smooth, smooth. It's going to do a touch of Cardinal R59. So, on the edges. And a little bit of that grade lavender. Oh, Hammer Hill, whatever it is, that thing. You know what I've got, that paper, Hammer Hill. Yeah, that stuff. I don't know, whatever I got cheap. Tanya, hello. I don't know why I keep calling it Spring Hill. Yeah, Hammer Hill. Colourless blender again, just to take out some of the colour. And we got some lips, hopefully. All right. Ay, 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 ay. Ah, there you go. No, that whatever I've got, that stuff that I got in bulk. I don't know. Whatever that is. Hammer Hill color cover. Oh, the Spring Hill. This stuff's smooth as. It's like, yeah, that's what this is, Evelyn. Webcam that I upgraded to. That was my treat to myself. Was getting the upgrade that focuses and stuff. All right. Let's do some hairsies. All right. So we're going to come in with Buttercup Yellow. This is Tanya's fault. I saw her using this one and I'm like, oh, I like that color. So we're going to come in Buttercup Yellow. No. I don't have any. I've got very few Lyra Rembrandt, Lyra Pro Color, whatever Polycolor. I can't remember what they're called. I've only got a couple of them. It's on the 1-day list, but I don't actually have any of the others. I got some super big chunky Lyra coloured pencils too, but I never think to use them. Probably because they're with my cray arts, and my cray arts live in Emily's room because she likes cray arts. So she just steals my whole pencil case. Oh, I don't know. Well, you and Catherine, I don't know whatever happened. Catherine never got hers either to the mail I sent. I for the life of me, don't understand why some people got the little cards from me and some people didn't. So, but I don't know what you ordered. I'm frustrated about that, actually. I will send out another one, but it's just frustration. Especially the one that Catherine got, 'cause she got that Monya Gates image that I did. And that was a lot of time into that image. And it's now somewhere in the world. Going in for that milky white just in here. Somewhere in the world, but not where it should be. Soft sun. Hey, chums. Hey, Mary. Hello. Right. And then a little bit of that grade lavender. Wherever you be. I got Copics to the left of me, Copics to the right of me. All right. Okay. Now I'm going to come in with Raw Silk E53. Must have blonde on my mind today. I'm like, it's a really deep blonde hair. I got Copics to the left of me, Copics to the right. Copics for Shannon were in the bin. Yeah, I know, Catherine. I have no idea what happened to it. But who knows? One day it might turn up in 10 years' time, and you'll be like, oh, there we go. Yeah, Mandy. Trust me, I know. I think the people in the US are astounded for what we pay. Oh, Marie. Oh, you didn't have to do that. Oh, that is so generously kind of you. Thank you. Like that's just gosh, no, I work, like please don't ever feel that. I just I I I can buy my own stuff. I just, like to complain. Um, I've got to complain about something. In general, my life's pretty good. But thank you so much. Lurkers are great. I love lurkers. Yeah, Evelyn, I think it's time for you to just stop, chill, and zone out to the movement of my Copic brush. Just watch this and get lulled into a gentle sense of calmness. I will drop my voice and we have dulcet tones. Evelyn, Evelyn, you do not need to colour. Just listen to my voice. Just thank you so much. I But I must admit, I like using the alcohol markers occasionally because I can get it done quick. And it's like, yeah, let's just do this. But I still can't straight color even with Copics. I've got to add something in. All right, so we got that one. I need food and a nap. Yes, Mandy. Pencils will be always my first choice. Chamois. We got Chemos. I don't even know how you say it overseas. We just call it a chamois. So E35. That's one thing, Elizabeth. I can't seem to get my head around. Like Georgia, my daughter, produces the most beautiful illustrations on Procreate and stuff, and I'm like, I I I I look like Mr. Scribble. Actually, no, he was better. Um, I yeah, cannot figure out how to do digital drawing. But it's the same. I can't read digital books either. I've got to have. I think it's more. I like that tangible. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I'm useless basically. Yeah, Marie, that's the problem. I've got to eat the whole block. I want the, and that's why my clothes don't fit, Marie, because I just got to eat the whole block. Yeah, the feel and the smell. And I had to, so my David Eddings, like David Eddings is my first and foremost. Him and Raymond E. Feist will always be my loves, my first loves. Um, and Georgia started reading my David Eddings, but she's reading my books and they're literally falling apart on her, and the pages are falling out, and my books are so yellowed, and the page that fantastic. That's how I want to read it. But Georgia is struggling with it, so I went and bought the new like bought her a new set of the books so that she doesn't feel like she's doing something wrong with my books if the pages are falling out. And I'm like, I don't care that the pages. That's the way I like my pages to be. But she I got her own set. Oh, but man, they got an expensive too books now. I was like, whoa, what went into the bookstore to find them? I was like, whoa. I used to be the biggest reader, Elizabeth, and I must admit, in the last few years, I don't read anywhere near like I used to. I think I broke the habit, and that's for me, it's about getting the habit back. Because I used to be just, I'd devour a book in a day. Like I'd come home from work and zone out and read a book. And I just don't do that anymore. Yeah, so it's, I think, reestablishing the habit. And audiobooks I only do if I'm in the car traveling. So yeah, my ladybugs are cute. Hey, I had to, Louise. I had to, when I was getting the emojis, I had to find myself a cool ladybug one. There was no doubt about that. Just keep flicking, just keep flicking. Oh no, I wouldn't do that to someone else's book. Um, Definitely not. But my own books, I am a dog earer. I am bend it back, break the spine, roll it up. That's how I like to treat my own books, but I wouldn't do it if it was someone else's book, if that makes sense. The more weathered my book looks, I think the more love that I've given it. All right, I've got to turn this last little bit. Yeah, and I think that's it, Renee. I'm like, if I've paid this money for it, I'm going to use them. And I've got to tell myself I've got the refills for all of these, so it's not like it's going to run out on me. And I'm like, and what I find is I'm actually not using my cheaper markers because I'm like, well, if I use my cheaper markers when they run out, they're done. And I'm like, just get rid of just use your cheaper markers, get them done, get them used, and then just focus on the Copics. But because I've got a box of 200 cheap markers underneath my desk. Oh, oh, see, yeah, no, I'm definitely a just bend it back under my pillow, rolled up wherever it ends up. Yeah, and that's kind of what I do with my cheaper markers in certain books and certain things that I'm doing. If I'm going to color a mandala or something, I'm going to use the cheap markers. Um, yeah, that's exactly right, Elizabeth. I understand that one. And I used to lend out books and not get them back. That was the worst of it. So then I'd actually have to go buy it again to replace it in my collection. That was it. Oh, used to frustrate me. All right, going to come in with the colorless blender now. So I'm using the colourless blender to put in highlights. I don't think the colourless blender gets enough love. Just figuring about the hair bits that would really be hitting the light here. Yeah, no, I've got the app. And then I put in the ones that I had and got really sad at how many I don't have. All right. How do you reckon? Does it look all right? Yeah, that's fair enough, Jamie. Oh my gosh. Run it through the dishwasher. Tonya. Distress things I want to do. I like Ink House is that one book where I'm like, I want to start it, and I'm like, but I don't want to ruin it, and because I want to use inks in it, and I'm like, although if I ever get it, my Coloring Heaven subscription is the Ink House, so someone can have that because I just certainly don't need two of them. Oh, thank you, Reese. That's awesome. Yeah, I use the blender on my pencil as well. Rita, I was binge watching your videos yesterday. I was like, gosh. Anyway, what am I doing? Let's do a scrubs. Let's do a scrubs. All right, let's come on with E32. B32, not E. Bring it up so you can actually see it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, Louise, Zucchini Kitty is goals. Like, let's get real. But again, I don't have any distress inks because once I fall down that rabbit hole, we all know, and I need to feed my children. All right, B23, Phthalo Blue. Yeah, because apparently, it's the law that I can't neglect the kids. Why haven't the kids been fed for a week? Oh, because I bought Copics and distressed inks. Sure, that'll go down real well. Yeah. I do have watercolor markers, so yeah, I could use that. Prussian blue. And I've got sub inks and I've got Inktense. So I'm not lacking in ink, if that makes sense. And I've got drawing inks and I've got acrylic inks. I have lots of inks, just not distressed inks. All right, in with Cool Grey 7. Yeah, I probably will be mostly Inktense in the ink house. I've just got to do it. Cool Grey 7 there. All right, let's come back in with that pale blue. All right, these are my scrubs. Now, now I've got, what's that scrub song? Oh, no. I loved that show. I loved Scrubs. Yeah, and that's the problem. I see what people do with the inks, and I'm like, I want that too. Oh, Catherine Reader is GMA Ree's Scrap Shack. The colourless blender there. Okay, so we've got the scrubs. Mona, hey, Mona. Ooh, Mona. All right. Let's go in with Cool Grey 1. You probably won't even see much of this, but it's just to give. Actually, I need to come in with my colours because I got a bit of bleed over. Get rid of you. Where we gone? All right. Cool Grey 1. But yes, I'm the same. Catherine, trying to remember names. Well, I The distressed oxides look nice too. I'd just be like, something. It's on the list. Everything's on the list. I'm thinking of doing a video of my wish list. I don't know if people would want to see it. And just going through and explaining why things are on my list. I don't know. Just because my list is ridiculous. Um, and I thought, oh, I wonder if anyone would want to see that, of just me going, this is why it's on the list. This is why I haven't bought it yet. This is why it's there. That kind of stuff. I don't know. Would anyone be interested in that? I don't actually junk journal myself. I just like giving it to others, and I just like seeing other people junk journal. Um, and but that being said, I think I want to start, but then I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I just like seeing what people do with the paper. I find it relaxing, just like wood turning videos. I just find it relaxing. I love seeing how beautiful they all come together. Like my aunt has a journaling thing and painting stuff. Like my aunt is super creative, and she does like heaps of junk journaling, and I watch her lives and just love watching it. So I just buy stuff that that I know I could send to people that do lots of journaling and card making and stuff like that. So you've got some ephemera and stuff from Australia that you might not get elsewhere, if that makes sense. That's how I try to justify my purchases anyway. So I'll be out and about and I'll see something. Like I bought a set of Australia playing cards the other day. And I bought it because I'm like, oh, I can throw that in when I send some happy mail out to people that I know journal. So they've got some, like, an Australian themed playing card. I know, weird, but all right, I'm going to come in with Kilgrave 3. Oh, Marilyn, that sounds like no fun at all. Ooh, yeah, that's what I want to start doing that too, like on the Yupo paper and stuff. I've got Yupo paper and haven't even used it. That's cool. That's a cool idea, Rita. All right, so we've got her coat. Yeah, it's silly but fun. I like that. Oh, no worries, Mandy. Have a great day. I'll see you later. Oh, what am I doing? Let's do a clipboard. Let's come in with dark suntan. Yeah, I've got the Durala. Oh, the graphics it does Durala. I suppose cheapy. Oh, okay. Yeah. I know. I bought the Yupo, and then it's like, oh my god, I paid that much money for it, and so I'm like, I don't want to use it. So it's just stupid stuff. Okay, coming in with copper. The same thing. I want to play with my acrylic inks as well. Can I stamp? People that do cards and stuff, can I stamp using like acrylic inks and stuff like that? Would that work? Right. Yes, I know. I've seen the markers as well, Louise. Like, no, no more. All right. I want it all. I want it all. Dark suntan. I want it all. All right. You can see I'm using water-based markers. Okay. Archive links. Yeah, I know. I was just wondering about the acrylic inks. I was just like, because it's kind of like, yeah. Yeah. I've got some foam stamps. I don't know. I'll just have to play, basically. It tends to be what I do anyway. All right, let's come in with Cool Grey 3. And then Cool Grey 5. Oh, I always go to the chisel end. A little bit of Cool Grey 7. And then blend that together with Cool Grey 1. There we go. Chipboard is done. Oh, thanks, Rita. Yeah, no, I've got... So the acrylic inks, they're like this. So I'll just get that out of the way because we know what happens when I use liquids over things. I've got no rats with me today. But it comes like this, and it comes in, like, so you just shake it up, and it comes with a drop of a bottle, and it's very runny. But yeah, I don't know. I got them because they were on sale. and I've got to do something with them. Well, Elizabeth, you have to try and find out for me and then tell me what to do. That works, eh? All right, I'm going to go in with... actually, I'm going to give her... Let's give her a coloured stethoscope. Let's go in with this EO4 Lipstick Natural. And then R59 Cardinal. Fourth pink page. Awesome, Alex. Hey, Alex, by the way. And I'm just going to use a little bit of RV69, which is peony, just in those areas of shadow. And then come back over with a lipstick natural. Then you're going to come in with Colour Splendor. Ah, yeah. Yeah, I've got like the drawing inks, which I don't know. Because I use those and some Japanese calligraphy inks because of doing it at using it for Japanese calligraphy at school. So I've got a few of them too. All right. So here we go. Hello, Yvonne. Are you still awake, Yvonne? Go to bed, woman. I know, different meanings, but ain't shades. I know. I admire Tanya for doing a whole book. It's going to look spectacular at the end of it. Like, it will look absolutely brilliant. Okay. Cool Grey 1. Cool Grey 3. Cool Grey 5. Oh. Every time. Man. I thought you were... Yeah, no, not a teacher. I've got something else planned for teachers. I'm going to do that with oil pastels. But no. I've done because I've done the scientist from this, and I was going to do the teacher, and I went, no, I actually want to do the doctor because they're working hard at the moment. So are teachers, like so are all of our public servants. That's what I mean. Like they're all heroes. Cool Grey 1. But I went, no, I'm going to do the doctor. There we go. So she's starting to come together. Starting to. I'm going to make something pop. So I'm going to make a name label pop. So I'm going to go strong red, which is R46. And then I'm going to come in with E00 cotton pearl. A bit of E51. And then, where are you? The joys of looking in the piles of stuff. Whatever, this one will do. Just a ballpoint pen, black. I'm just going to there we go. Oh, a pen. Let's go with Sky. Oh, pens. I used to work for Pfizer Pharmaceuticals. Now, always the most popular thing we would give to surgeries and doctors and stuff, and Prussian blue was pens. And I may have at some point been a rep for a certain blue pill, and those pens were super popular because, you know, just the funniness of having a pen, and they were actually really great pens. I had them for years before I finally used them all up. And but even as a teacher, pens, just never have enough pens. Cool grey 7, just to give a bit of shading there. All right, her gloves. I'm going to come in with milky white. Oh no, actually no, I'm not. I'm going to use eggshell. So I'm going to have her have gloves. Eggshell with a little bit of frost blue. And then a little bit of aqua blue. And I'm going to come back over with that eggshell. Oh, that's lovely. You've run out of ideas on the acorn. Okay, so there's a glove. So, well, I've done her. The background won't take me long, and it's just, you know, it will get done. But what do you think? So I did a hug. So there she is. From a distance, the world seems. So I did a hug, which I've got to go back in and I'll put on my veil properly. But we've got that. So we did a hug. And then we did this. And I got Copics from everywhere and brick thinners and the mess of my room after a stream. It's great. I don't know. Did I say hello to Robin? But thank you, everyone. And Marie, thank you. If you're still here, thank you so much for your generosity. It's never expected and just truly appreciated. But there we go. So we've got going to buy the hug book and color all the pages. Yeah, and that's it, Alex. It's just the cutest. Oh, the hug book. Yeah, I know. I reckon that we should get some commission off Chris for the amount of people buying this hug book. He'll be like, why is everyone buying this hug book suddenly? But yeah, no, thank you so much. Oh, did you not see my hug? Yeah, sure. There's my hug for today. But I've just got to put this veil on properly. Not that she really needed a veil, but there was a whole story behind the veil. But yeah, well, the handkerchief anyway. Oh, you didn't watch because I didn't want to copy. Oh, that's fair enough. Yeah, I try not to look either until but I generally have decided my colour story. But thank you so very much, everyone. I appreciate you all. I won't be here Friday night or Saturday morning for my stream because I will be, at a rehearsal dinner and whatever else for a wedding. And then Sunday, I'm not here at this time on Sunday, not Sunday morning or Saturday night for you guys. I will, in fact, be on Sunday morning for the US and Sunday night for us in Australia and this area for Ashley's colorathon, happy colorathon. I'm leaving my image as a surprise, doing something a little bit different, something you might not have thought about doing. But yeah, something that certainly makes me so incredibly happy. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. And yes, I'll see you next weekend. I might come. Oh no, I'll be driving Wednesday. So yeah, so I'll see you in my hug videos, and I'm working on that Joanna Basford color along. If you haven't seen that, I have put up a video on the background. So I've been doing that. So I've got to do a little bit more on that because it's a buddy color as well. And oh, you're directly after me. There you go. Awesome. All right. Thank you very much, everyone, and I will see you soon. Take care, and you guys are amazing. I just have to say that the love here is something special, and I'll see you around. Okay, have a great day, guys. Bye.